song sort of really came to me through all this kind of advertising on TV about credit cards, and I was just kind of thinking, sort of coming out of the recession, that we were just going to start, as a nation making all the same mistakes again. Because I sort of tried to sort of find the narrative that sort of leads me through the song, I sort of put myself in that kind of shoes and sort of thought to myself, well, what if it was me who was sort of racking up all this sort of debt, and that kind of idea of, what is an honest way of living, when you sort of think about different professions, you kind of think that, nowadays people are just on a sort of fast track to make as much money as they possibly can, and just lots of these kind of themes of sort of greed and wealth, and that sort of came into play, and it just kind of made sense that was the direction that I went with the song.
I would say we draw a lot from bands like Echo and the Bunnymen, Interpol, The Cure, but I think the most important thing about our band is that each of us have a slightly different musical taste, which means that we all bring something new to the band in terms of the background that we come from, the music that we listen to, and that's what makes, I believe, that's what makes our sound unique and something different.
The way we met is through the best social network of all, which is Gumtree. I think all of us, apart from Ed, well, no, because I put an advert up saying I was looking for a songwriting partner, and I was sort of more of a sort of guitar riff man, and I needed someone who was, would take the, be the front man, and also and also a talented songwriter, and Andy responded to my advert,
I actually responded to your advert because I thought you looked different. You actually posted a picture of the guy.
I put a reference that I thought you might get, which is Daniel Kessler from Interpol, who is like my idol really, and he thought I was Daniel Kessler.
I put an advert up, just sort of seeing if there were any bands out there that I might like, or I might have the same sort of musical influences with. And after about a week and a half, I almost gave up, and then got an email from Andy or Tom, I can't remember which one now, sort of introducing the band with a few links and a few, musical references that we really liked. So I really like bands like Chameleons and Sound. And I would never have thought in a million years to be putting out on Gumtree and somebody even knows who the Sound is. And so just things like that kind of made me think, okay, I'll give these guys a listen, and I really liked what I heard, and it just went from there. I'm just enjoying playing again. It's really nice to play with people who get the same sort of musical background references. Somebody will be, writing a new piece, and the other one will go, that sounds a little too much like that song, and we get it, we don't realise we're doing it. That's interesting. It's good that we've all got that sort of common ground, I think.
I got to meet the band through Gumtree. We're kind of running an advert for them. And I met the guys, and it seemed like I liked their music, I liked their personalities, and I thought that the goals they have aligned with mine. So that's why I decided to join them, and I think they like me too, and it just went on from there.
Looking for a venue to shoot the video, we had a list of several, and we just kind of thought that the Asylum really fitted with the kind of the message and the sound that we were sort of going in the song. because there was this sort of idea of how do you sort of symbolise what an honest way of living is. And the history of this beautiful building is that it was actually an asylum for, it was actually used as like a refuge for merchants, wine merchants in particular. We just kind of felt that, you know, sort of bringing these sort of two ideas together, sort of locked it in, and sort of, it just sort of made sense to us to shoot it here.
Well, I hope we start playing live a lot more in the not too distant future and become sort of a rock steady sort of live act. I'd like to sort of like play sort of like all over the country really. You know, I'd like to go on sort of mini tours and sort of like live that sort of lifestyle. And, you know, and doing things like this. It is good fun as well. For me, it is like even like these sorts of little baby steps we take is almost like a dream. You know, start doing what I've always wanted to do.
This is an honest way.